hey guys, welcome back. Today, I'm going to have everybody, what we're going to do is we're going to jump ahead and we're going to talk about the last piece of grammar in this book. And the grammar that we're going to look at is conditional sentences. Okay? And can somebody tell me, what does a conditional sentence usually have? How do you know it's conditional?
If clause.
Usually when you see an if clause, it's a conditional. Not always, but most of the time it's a conditional. Okay? Let's take a look at page 90, and let's look at the warm-up overview. Is everybody on page 90?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll do this first. We'll practice this a little bit, and then if we have time, we'll go back and do some more listening. Okay? Alright. Khalid, it looks like you're there. Will you read the top part, the directions up here?
Okay. Discuss the difference.
Where are you at? Are you
91?
Yeah, do 90.
Yeah. Our view.
Warm up overview.
A warm up overview.
Good.
Each sentence talks about a condition and the result. The condition. Underline the result clause in each sentence. Notice the verbs in blue. In which sentence does the past verb refer to present or future time?
Alright, so listen. They're called conditional sentences, right?
Yeah.
So we use conditional sentences to talk about a situation. Alright? It could be a situation and you'll notice in the book there's this nice little graph here, okay? There's three different possibilities. Today we're going to talk about two. But we're going to talk about how do you talk about a situation that is true in the present or future. Okay? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to use the if clause to do that. And then there's always a result, right? So there's a condition and then a result of that condition. So let's look at the examples. We're going to look at true in the present or future. And then, so that's the first condition. Whoop, I'm just going to draw a big line right here, okay? So you have, it's a true situation, right? You can have a fake situation. This is a true situation, and it can either be in the present or the future verb tense or time. The second type is the one below. What is it, true or untrue?
Untrue.
Yeah. So this situation is untrue. And is it in what verb tense is it in?
Present and future.
Same thing, present or future. So we're going to look at the difference in how you make a true situation in the present or future or an untrue condition in the present or future. Let's look at the examples. Alright, so read the first one, Khalid.
Okay. If I have extra money, I usually buy a computer equipment with it.
Good. I'm going to write it up here just so you can look at it.
What's meaning equipment?
Computer equipment. Equipment. So whatever you need for your computer. Headphones, keyboard. Okay. If I have extra money, I usually buy computer equipment. All right. So now in the directions, it says underline the result clause in each sentence. Can somebody tell me where's the result clause up here?
Result.
Yeah, which one is the result clause?
I usually buy a computer.
Good. I usually buy computer equipment. Good. That's the result clause. Then it says, notice the verbs in blue. In which sentence? Okay, so let's just do that first. Read the second one, Khalid. Or Yusuf, sorry.
I will buy a new laptop computer next month if I have some extra money.
Alright, so in your book, underline, what's the result clause there?
I will buy a new laptop next month.
Good. Yeah, computer next month. Good. So that is the result clause. Good. And then Khalid, read the last one.
If I had some extra money, I would buy a new laptop today or tomorrow.
Where's the result clause in that one?
I would buy a new laptop today or tomorrow.
Nice. So now that you have the sentences in front of you, let's look at the little chart, okay? So up here, let's do this. Yusuf, in this one, where is the verb in the if clause?
Verb.
Yeah.
I have.
Yes, you got have, right? Is that the only verb?
I.
Is that a verb?
Nope.
Nope. So is that the only verb?
Yeah.
All right. And then down here in the result clause, where's the verb?
Buy.
Good. Now, what verb tenses have?
Simple past. Simple present.
Good. It's simple present. And how about down here?
The same.
The same thing. It's simple present. So now, looking at our chart, okay, we're talking about, let's figure out which one of these we're talking about, because I didn't actually look at it before I wrote it up there. In the if clause, what tense does it need to be in order for it to be true? The if clause needs to be what verb tense?
Simple present.
Good. The verb must be simple present. Is it simple present?
Yeah.
It is. So immediately I have an if clause, I have simple present, I automatically know that the intention of the situation is to be true. Right? If I have extra money, what do I usually do? I buy computer equipment. Okay? Now let's before we jump on this being a true present future situation, let's check. How about the result clause? Khalid, what tense should the verb be in the result clause? According to you see the graph down below? It gives you the answer. What should it be in? Two options. Do you see the result clause?
Yes.
Yeah. What should the verb be in the result clause? The tense.
Okay, simple present.
Thank you. Good. Simple present. Or
present continuous.
be careful. What does it say under simple future on the chart?
Well,
Plus
simple.
the base form. What by the way, what is this? What tense is this? If you use will, what verb tense is it?
Present continuous.
No. Use it.
What?
If I use will, what verb tense is that?
Well, future.
The future.
Yeah.
So the result clause needs to be simple present or future. Simple future. Look over here.
Oh.
I usually, what did we say it was?
Simple present.
Simple present. Yeah. So listen, that's it. So we're creating a condition with a result. The result is true. Okay? If I have a simple present in the if clause, and this is the big signal, look at the verb tense in the if clause. If it's simple present, then you're actually trying to create a condition that is true. The condition can be true in the present or in the future. Okay, what do I mean? Look at this. You can change this to future. If I have extra money, how can I make it future?
I will buy a new computer.
I will buy new computer equipment in the future. Okay? But the idea there is you're trying to express something that is a true condition and result. Okay?
But how can I differentiate between true and untrue?
Let's look at an example. All right, let's look at number 3, sentence number 3. Well, hold on. Before we do that, let's look at the examples here. Look at number 2. Read that one for me. I
Will buy a new laptop computer next month if I have some extra money.
All right. What did we say the if clause was?
If I have some extra money.
Extra money. Okay. What's the verb?
Have.
Good. So what tense is that?
Simple present.
It's simple present. So we're still dealing with a true, right?
Yeah.
A true condition. So what? Now read the if clause.
I will. If clause.
Yeah.
If I have some extra money.
Good. Hey, guess what? It's the same sentence. We just made it future.
Uh-huh.
All right. Now let's look at the third example. And I'm going to write on the board. Read it for us, Yusuf.
If I had some extra money, I would buy a new laptop tomorrow or today or tomorrow.
All
But
right.
how can you use past and think about the future?
Yeah. Let's look. If I had... Let me see. If I had enough... extra, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong sentence. If I had some extra money, I would buy a new phone. I'm going to stop right there because it works for us. All right, now let's take a look at this. Let's just stop a second. If I say that, if I had some extra money, I would buy a new phone. Let me ask you a question. Do I have extra money?
No.
No. That's what's untrue.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's making the if statement untrue. Where's the verb in the if clause?
Had.
Good.
But teacher, how can I use the past and continue with the simple present?
Well, that's what's exciting. These are special rules for using the conditional. It's always going to work the same depending on what you're trying to do. Okay? So maybe it will help you to see what we need to have. Okay? If we want to create an untrue in the present or the future, we need what verb tense in the if clause? What does it say?
Past.
Simple past. Always.
But teacher, can I make it in the easy way? Can I say if I have some extra money, I would not buy a new phone?
To do this?
Yeah.
No, because now you're up here.
But I make it in the negative and in the true.
You cannot. This is what's tricky business. And the good news is you stick to this rule, otherwise it doesn't mean what you think it means. Okay?
Uh-huh.
So if you say that, first of all, let's put the last thing up here because this is important. Okay? What do I need in the result clause for an untrue in the present or future?
Would plus simple form.
Good. You need would plus what?
Simple form.
Base form. Good. See you, Jeannie. All right. You need would plus the base form. Now, let's look at this, and then give me the example you just gave me again. We'll talk about it in a second. So first of all, the if clause, what tense is this?
Simple past.
It's simple past, which I need to make it untrue. If I had some extra money, the truth is I don't have extra money. But if I did, I would, base form, buy a new phone. The truth is I don't have extra money, and the truth is I'm not going to be able to buy an extra phone because I don't have any money.
Yeah, uh-huh.
You see?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So now give me your example. What were you trying to do?
It is, I said if I have some extra money, I would not buy a new phone. But is I think true.
It is true. What are you going to do?
I would not buy a
new phone?
yeah.
I think we have.
So listen, you have to look at the whole picture, the condition and the result. And the way you figure out whether it's true or untrue is the verb tenses. And if you think about it, all right, let's just look at it. If I have some extra money, what's the verb?
Simple present.
It's right here, right? So again, which one of these is it?
True.
It's up here in the true because you use simple present. Okay? The truth is, I mean, no, you don't have money, but if you did have money, you wouldn't spend it on the phone. That's true. I mean, it's true that if you had the money, you wouldn't do that.
But
Do you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
Teacher, the thing that makes me confused. It's the same meaning. If I have or if I had, the same result.
Well, listen. That's interesting. Let's look at the two sentences. Again, let's just to finish it here. Here's your verb, right? It's future. So you're using, it's a true statement in the future. Again, you're talking about your intentions. Okay? You got to look at it like, okay, if this situation were true, this is truly what I would do in the situation. Okay? So look at it. So this is true. True, this is what my intentions would be if this were true. So if I have some extra money, now I know you don't, but the point is, what would you do if you did? Okay? If I have some extra money, I will not buy a phone. That's what's going to happen. You're not going to buy a phone. So, again, tenses are right. It's a true condition if that's the situation. Now, if I had some extra money, of course, the truth is you never had any in the past. See that? Well, it's untrue in the present or future. What this does is we use the past tense to talk about unreal situations in the present. So you see what I'm saying? So although you're referring to right now, we're using the past, simple past in the condition clause to talk about something that it's always been untrue. You know, you never had the money. You're dreaming.
I will never.
And you could, but the point is, it's just untrue. I mean, you never had it. Maybe you will in the future, but you never had it.
But the same meaning.
If I had some extra money, I would buy a new phone, or I wouldn't buy a new phone. The difference is, it's a slight difference. Okay? Here, it's the idea of it being true depending on the presence of money in your hand. Okay? And for sure, you're saying, I mean, if this is true, then this is also going to be true. Okay?
Depends on the fair.
Yeah, it changes the true-false idea in both your mind and what you're trying to say to the person listening to you. Okay? And there's different situations to use it.
Okay, can I say, if I had some extra money, you will see my tooth tomorrow.
Okay, so you can't do that. It doesn't make sense. If I had some extra money, you're okay up to that point. The truth is you don't have extra money. But then to make it untrue, you've got to use would, not will.
I would buy
yeah. See, the would makes it possible.
Okay, I would drive a truth tomorrow.
Yeah. If I had some extra money, you would see me